So, there's been a lot of back and forth between commentary channels and Storytime animators. Let me give you a rundown of it all.
This is not animation.
To analyze the art of criticism that ignores the priorities of its subject.
Nothing gets accomplished by blindly criticizing other creators in an unconstructive way.
Most of these channels have shown their inability to take criticism.
A lot of people have talked on this subject, but I feel like no one has ever really given a neutral stance. It's always been villainize one side and justify the other. There's an amazing rap video called I'm Not Racist by Joyner Lucas, and I feel that that's a great analogy for the Storytime animation community and the commentary community right now. It's basically just two sides screaming at each other right now, not really understanding each other, just trying to villainize each other, just trying to break each other down, rather than simply trying to understand and reason with, and be friendly with. You see, the song shows two sides of the extreme, just constantly going at each other, screaming at each other, barking at each other, every kind of insult, every hurtful thing. And that simply does not work. You need peace, you need kindness, you need understanding in order to move forward and let go. For example, commentary channels to Storytime animators. You're lazy, you're repetitive, you don't do real animation, get some life experience. All you do is talk about the same subject matter, the same topics over and over again. You're unoriginal. You exploit the odd ones out to get views and subscribers. You've turned the animation community into a big circle jerk. You've stagnated the animation community. You can't take criticism. Storytime animators to commentary channels. You're negative, you're hateful, all you're doing is trying to bring us down. Ad hominems and petty insults are not constructive criticism. You're only using us for controversial topics, trying to expose us, trying to make us look bad. You're using us because you guys don't have the talent or the ability to grow yourselves. That's the problem right now. It's two sides of the extreme, drowning out any of the middle stuff, drowning out any of the calm, neutral stuff. And it's a problem with YouTube in general, a problem with a lot of things, that there can't be any kind of middle ground, that it has to be you're either with us or you're against us. It's this ridiculous notion that there can't be any middle ground. You have to be completely against one side and completely for another. You have to like every single aspect about one side, otherwise you hate them. The two sides of the extreme are drowning out any of the reasonable stuff, any of the neutral or middle stuff. It's not something that will change overnight, but both sides need to take a step back. Stop trying to break each other down, stop trying to villainize each other. Try to communicate, try to be better. I feel like this song is a great analogy for what it is right now, and as the song ends, what it could be. Better, friendlier. Because right now the relationship between commentary channels and Storytime animators is just toxic. It needs to get back to where it used to be, where commentary channels would give constructive criticism to Storytime animators in order to help them, to make them improve, to make them better. Not try to humiliate them, expose them, insult them, or try to tear them down. Just as Storytime animators would not take constructive criticism as hatred, as people trying to break them down, but see it as an example of someone trying to help them, trying to improve their craft. Now obviously I'm talking in a general sense. I'm not going to go over every single case and every single individual, because at that point you're just going to be thinking to yourself, shut up and get to the point! Here's the thing, criticism is not this devil, it's not some horrible thing. It happens to me, it happens to you, it happens to everyone. It's just a natural growth of how you develop as an artist, how you develop your craft, how you improve. And as long as it comes from a good place, it comes from the heart, and it's coming from someone who generally does want to help you, to want to see you improve and get better, then that's perfectly fine. It's all up to you. It's completely your own prerogative about how you want to take it, if you want to apply it, if you feel that it has value and it holds merit to you, and that is all perfectly fine. So I'll have some fun here. I'll give you 3 examples.
I need a green card!
Listen, Shgurr, I'm not going to sugarcoat. That wasn't the best. Let me give it a try. I need a green card!
Boxes.
Get on with it! Yes! Get on with it!
Are traced heavily.
We've got some Asian blood in us, so we can't bring dishonor to our family.
Let me see if I can make that joke funnier. I could have taken the easy way out. I could have condemned either Storytime animators and say, oh, commentary channels, they're all completely in the right. Or I could have went the other way and say, oh no, they're just a bunch of haters, they're just trying to tear down the Storytime animators. But no, I was the one willing to make the better choice. It's not black and white, it's not simply one side is good, one side is evil. That is ridiculous. Both sides have a lot of pros to them. There are things that I absolutely love about both of them. I'm friends with a lot of people on both sides. I've worked with people on both sides. But I recognize that there are issues. That the relationship between Storytime animators and commentary channels has become toxic. It has become negative. And it needs to get better. You don't fix a problem by ignoring it. Commentary channels, I feel, can be less abrasive, less insulting. That's a way they can improve upon it. Storytime animators, I feel, they can mix it up. They become a little stale and complacent, and they could do with trying to innovate more, with trying to shake things up more. I'm excited for the future of both of these communities. I love both of these communities, I want them to thrive. For commentary channels, I don't know what the future holds. For Storytime animators, I see two different ways. I see some animators leaving, venturing on, doing their own thing. Others realizing that they gotta mix things up and really stand out from the crowd, whether that be aesthetics, darker tone, even difference in story, such as making it more about internal conflict rather than situational. It is really interesting and it is really fun to see where it's all gonna head. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed my video. To the only guy who is willing to do a neutral video, Liam Dowland, subscribe, like the video, comment, share, you know the rest, you wonderful people. Thank you all so much and goodbye.